be an early college football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Coming out aggressively. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that man.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Miller with the ball. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off play action. Still looking on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, giving tackle to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Flips it out in the flat. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab. but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree with Jesse B. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To throw, it's Simpson. The throw to the outside is complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the snap, it's Miller. Runs through a tackle. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive lineman.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cueva. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Horton. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bob. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the back. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got enough for the first down. At the 45, on its way. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. On the run, it's Price. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Give from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. He's in open space downfield.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away on the left. At 20. He's at the... Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's caught. It's Fields. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target over the middle. Right down the gut of the field. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Under fire. Working that left side. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
Got a man. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Double right. Trick it.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Makes the catch. It's Love.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there and just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
That's caught. It's Pauly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Give to the single back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle, and you're seeing that now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this turning it on and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Rush is on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. The 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown time.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 35 over Florida State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Get set.
He'll do it himself. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Easy.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all 3 facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.